In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. The notice is also posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board and our borough website. Let's stand for an invocation from Councilwoman Pater, please.
Dear Lord, as we're finally back together in person this evening, we thank you for our many blessings. We continue to be grateful and pray for our first responders and those who take care of our community. As the school year comes to an end, please watch over our children and the many summer activities they enjoy. Let us be guided by your wisdom and grace as we make decisions tonight. Amen.
Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Martha, roll call, please.
Councilwoman Andre is absent. Councilman Dierkes?
Here.
Councilman Matijak?
Here.
Councilman Messler?
Here.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Here.
Councilwoman Pater?
Here.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes for the executive session meeting on May 4th, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second. Martha, poll the council.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Matijak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have, excuse me, have the approval of the minutes for the regular session meeting on May 18th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Matijak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes for the work and the executive session meeting of June 1st, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Matijak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
At this time, we're going to have a presentation of the Police Department Head Awards. I'll turn the program over to Chief Giannuzzi. And I welcome all the members of the police force that are here. Thank you for coming. Remember, Renee Dierkes right here, Mary Ellen Lane.
I'd like to welcome everybody to our awards ceremony for events that occurred in 2020. Normally, we do this around the change of the year. However, with COVID, we were not able to meet in person like this, and this is our first in-person council meeting, as you've heard. I think it's important that we meet in person with something like this. This is an important night to highlight these events that have occurred over the years that over the last year that your police officers have been involved in. A lot of good goes on in our police department all the time. We wish we could make note of each and every event that's good, but however, these are really the highlights of the year. Speaking of COVID, COVID was a great challenge for the police department. Scrambling to get protective equipment, cleaning supplies, creating policies that would keep everybody safe. That was one challenge, but really the bigger challenge was what everybody else in the operations side faced when they came to work every day and went outside. We really didn't know if the precautions would be enough to keep everybody safe, but everybody came to work. There's no working from home for us as police officers, and everybody performed wonderfully, and everybody deserves a round of applause for In addition to these awards, we do welcome Police Officer Tristan Corigliano, who joined us in June from the Somerset County Sheriff's Department. Police Officer Timothy Stashin transitioned from a Class 2 to a full-time police officer in September. Police Officer Trey Melville came to us from the East Orange Police Department, and Police Officer Matthew St. Augustine also joined us in 2020. So, getting on with the event tonight. The first award is for Police Officers Ryan Carr and Timothy Stashin. March 21st, 2020, police officers Ryan Carr and Timothy Stoshin responded to a home where a male was reported in distress and choking on food. Upon arrival, officers located the victim doubled over and unable to speak from his airway being obstructed. Police officer Stoshin performed a finger sweep of the victim's mouth while police officer Carr administered the Heimlich maneuver, removing the obstruction and allowing the victim to breathe again. For their actions, both police officers are being awarded a life-saving award. Police officers James Debbie, Eric Pastor, Timothy Stoshin, and not present but retired Sergeant Donald Amberg. On November 2nd, 2020, at approximately 4 p.m., a 911 call was received reporting an unconscious male at a private home. Upon arrival, Mountainside police officers observed an elderly man in cardiac arrest and immediately began life-saving CPR, including the use of an automatic external defibrillator. Later assisted by paramedics and EMTs, the patient was transported to the hospital for further care. As a result of their quick actions and ability to perform their duties under stress, a positive outcome occurred. For their efforts, these Mountainside police officers will each be awarded a life-saving medal. Police Officer Pastor. On September 13th at approximately 8 p.m., Police Officer Pastor responded to the area of Summit Lane and Sylvan Lane for a report of a vehicle off the road and on fire. Upon arrival, Police Officer Pastor observed the vehicle down an embankment on the passenger side with its engine compartment on fire. With the assistance of a Union County police officer Pastor was able to remove the driver from the vehicle and lead him to safety. The driver was highly intoxicated and had no understanding of the urgency or that his vehicle was even burning. He was later issued summonses for DWI by the Union County Police. For his actions, he has been awarded the Excellent Police Service Award. The next event is for Police Officer Yasinski, who cannot be here. He's doing a community event with the school at the pool. On the morning of August 19th of 2020, while on routine patrol, Police Officer Yasinski was approached by a resident reporting a suspicious vehicle parked in front of a home on Timberline Road. Upon further investigation, the driver of the vehicle stated he was an Uber driver. However, further investigation would prove otherwise. The operator of the vehicle was found to have a suspended driver's license, numerous traffic warrants for his arrest, and wanted by the Elizabeth Police on a criminal warrant. Upon placing the suspect under arrest, he was found to be in possession of a fraudulent New Jersey driver's license with his photo, but with the name and the address of the homeowner on Wood Valley Road, which he was parked in front of. The suspect was found to be in possession of over 400 gift cards, multiple SIM cards for mobile phones, and numerous mobile phones. While still on scene and investigating the event, a FedEx truck arrived to deliver 2 brand-new iPhone 11s, which the homeowner accepted and immediately turned over to police. What was occurring was that he had purchased these items fraudulently. FedEx is now on to this type of scam where they require an ID for the person if they do a face-to-face transaction, and he had taken the time to find a home, which someone was even occupied living in it, and create this fake license with his name, and have that delivery made to him on Wood Valley Road. For Police Officer Yasinski's efforts, he has been awarded a commendation. Police Officer Kevin Pierre, William Sforza, and Police Officer Harris. On the afternoon of October 19th, 911 calls were received of a suspicious male on Mary Allen Way. The male was reported looking into windows of homes, knocking on homes, making phony inquiries to people who would answer the door. Eventually, he made entry into a home unlawfully and committed a burglary. Once police were on scene, he fled the scene on a bicycle. After a brief chase, he was taken into custody at the bottom of Summit Road, where he resisted arrest. What was nice about this arrest was that the police officers exhibited great caution and care in taking him into custody, uninjured, and great restraint with their use of force. For the action, the platoon will be awarded a unit citation.
I see the start of this program.
You boys gonna have to deliver a baby.
Detective Finer. In May of 2019, Detective Finer began what would become a lengthy and involved investigation of an employee embezzling money from a local business at 200 Sheffield Street. An alert bank employee advised the owner of the business that a trusted employee was depositing checks into her own personal account, the checks which had belonged or were made out to the company. Investigations of this type are quite long and complex, requiring an enormous amount of work on the detective's part. Numerous subpoenas to at least 7 different banking institutions were obtained by the detective and issued, and many company vendors were also contacted to help trace the missing funds. Once the information and data is returned, it must be processed and combed over to find the crime. After many months of investigation, it was learned that the employee had stolen $130,000 by illegally cashing 167 checks to her own personal account. The employee was later arrested and is in the process of making restitution to the company. For Detective Finer's actions, he is awarded a commendation. Police Officer Hagan. Also, Police Officer Harris, Yasinski, who cannot be present, and Pierre. On January 22nd, 2020, Police Officer Hagan effected a motor vehicle stop on Route 22 and immediately requested an additional unit after what he observed to be suspicious movements inside the vehicle. When speaking to 3 occupants and conducting a roadside investigation, it was learned that 2 of the 3 occupants were wanted criminals for credit card fraud. Further investigation found a large amount of evidence in the vehicle of credit card fraud and identity theft. These items included suspected stolen identifications, stolen credit cards, fraudulently purchased items, and cash in the amount of $23,000, including illegal drugs. The Mountainside Police have established a great working relationship with U.S. Postal Inspectors over the years who investigate such matters on the federal level. Once they were advised of the names of the people we had under arrest, they advised us they were already looking at these people for crimes of the same nature. Due to the number of suspects and amount of evidence seized, Police Officer Hagan was assisted by other police officers working that day. There was a large amount of evidence. I can remember the conference table being covered basically with things that had to be logged and checked into evidence, including the cash. We had 3 prisoners we had to transport, and it becomes a team effort. We do not just leave one police officer alone to handle his job, and everybody pitches in as a team. So we recognize Police Officer Hagan with the Excellent Police Service Award for his actions, and we recognize Police Officer Harris and Pierre with a commendation for assisting him. Finally, it is for police officers Hussey and Sforza. On October 20, 2020, at approximately 9:30 p.m., an alert was broadcasted to the units in the field that a 2019 black Honda Civic, which had been stolen during the course of a burglary to an occupied home in the city of Elizabeth, was in the area. Both police officers Hussey and Sforza actively began to look for the vehicle, with Hussey locating it on Route 22 traveling east. With the arrival of police officer Sforza, they activated their emergency lights and began to attempt to stop the vehicle. Instead, the driver chose to flee rather than to surrender. At some point during the pursuit, the vehicle left the roadway and struck a utility pole where it became disabled with its engine compartment on fire. Both suspects were disoriented from the crash and remained in the vehicle. Police officer Sforza immediately retrieved his fire extinguisher to help control the flames, while police officer Hussey and other police officers on the scene worked to remove the two suspects from the burning car. As a result of this action, the two suspects were arrested and charged with the burglary to the occupied home in Elizabeth, as well as other crimes. For this action, both police officers Hussey and Sforza are awarded the Award of Merit. As with all areas of life, there are milestones that we reach, and reaching the milestone of 5 years is Police Officer Eric Pastor. 5 years of service. Police Officer William Sforza, also reaching 5 years of service in 2020. Sergeant William Stolting, who's not here tonight, will reach 15 years of service in 2020. And Police Officer James Urban will reach 20 years of service in 2020. Each and every one of our police officers are out there. They're doing great work. These are just the highlights, again, of what occurred in 2020. Every time they're out there, doing something good, we want to hear about it. It really goes a long way. We know that they do a lot of great community policing in the middle of the night, closing garage doors, telling people to lock vehicles. All that stuff is all part of what we do here, and we thank them for their efforts.
Joe, if I could just reiterate, I really think that our police department is one of the best in the state. I was reading the new police monthly reports that I just received, and I want to commend and thank all of you for your service to this community and keeping it safe. I know our residents really appreciate it. I also want to commend each of the detectives. I love the narratives that you gave me this month. I'm sure it took some time to write those up, but it really gave me some insight into what is going on in the Detective Bureau, and I was very happy to see that. But again, thank you all for your service to this community on behalf of myself and all the residents of Mountainside. Thank you. Okay, so next we have some resolutions of congratulations for the Deerfield valedictorian and the salutatorium. I'm going to turn this over now to Councilman Matichak.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Resolution of congratulations. Whereas the citizens of the Borough of Mountainside are continually striving to provide quality education for all of our children, and whereas it is clearly recognized that such education will be a major contribution toward our young people being good citizens and successful in whatever endeavors they undertake in life. And whereas it is appropriate that those who excel should be recognized and encouraged to continue to the success into further education and participation in their community. And whereas David J. Patahill valedictorian has truly exemplified the finest in academic achievement at Deerfield School in Mountainside. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside recognize and congratulate David J. Padahill for his fine achievement and success, and award David J. Padahill a gift check of $300.
We have a motion for the resolution of congratulation.
So moved.
So moved.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So moved. Then we have a second resolution of congratulations.
Yes. Resolution of congratulations. Whereas the citizens of the Borough of Mountainside are continually striving to provide quality education for all of our children, and whereas it is clearly recognized that such education will be a major contribution toward our young people being good citizens and successful in whatever endeavors they undertake in life, and whereas it is appropriate that those who excel should be recognized and encouraged to continue this success into further education and participation in their community, and whereas Jason George Habedank Jr., salutatorian, has truly exemplified the finest in academic achievement at Deerfield School in Mountainside. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside recognize and congratulate Jason George Habedank Jr. for his fine achievement and success, and award Jason George Habedank Jr. a gift check of $200. So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So proclaimed. Usually at this point in the ceremony, former council president Keith Turner would explain that these resolutions of congratulations, as well as the next resolution that we're going to pass, means that you have now become part of the history of Mountainside. When you grow up, you can bring your kids here, you can look through the resolution books, and you can say, oh, this a resolution that I got back in 2021. So the salutatorium and the valedictorian and the next two young ladies are all going to become part of history. So at this time, we're going to skip down, and we're going to do Resolution 76-2021. Councilwoman Rachel Patter will do that for us.
Yes, whereas for 17 years, the Partnership for a Drug-Free New Jersey radio station, WRAT 95.9, and the New Jersey Broadcasters Association have sponsored a statewide program named Your Song, Your Voice, Shout Down Drugs New Jersey Music Competition. And whereas the program challenges high school students to create original music with lyrics that contain peer-to-peer substance use prevention measures, and whereas, as noted by the PDFNJ's executive director, our country is going through trying times, and hopefully these substance use preventative songs created for the competition will inspire today's youth with the message that they convey. And whereas two Mountainside high school students, Margaret Smith and Lauren Gomez, created and performed an original song that they entered in the competition. And whereas their song, Bad Decisions, Bad Conditions, is a strong message to their peers regarding all the negative consequences for those who use drugs. And whereas their song can be heard online at the Shout Down Drugs website, and their song was among the 14 finalists from 7 different counties in the state. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that they do hereby commend Lauren Gomez and Margaret Smith for their leadership and initiative they demonstrated in entering the competition. And second, add our voices to their song, Bad Decisions, Bad Conditions, in an effort to motivate and inform their peers to refrain from substance abuse of whatever kind or description. And 3, congratulate them that their song was a finalist in this very worthy competition. Signed, Paul Mirabelli, Mayor, dated June 15th, 2021. Congratulations, ladies.
Okay, so we have a motion to that resolution. We now need a second.
Second.
Okay, let's poll the council.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico? Yes. Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
I think you should.
Why don't you take a picture with them, Rachel?
Rachel.
Come on, why don't you come up, ladies?
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to come up and sing, aren't you, girls? You sure you won't sing for us now? Very good job, girls. And, you know, we won't force you to stick around for the rest of the meeting, you know. If you can, if you want, but if you do, I'm definitely going to force you to sing. Congratulations, young ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so next we go back to our mundane resolutions at this point. Okay, we have Resolution 64-2021. Steve, you're going to take care of this, please.
Resolution 64-2021, whereas the New Jersey Transportation Trust Fund Authority Act has provided funds for the improvement of municipal roads through the New Jersey Department of Transportation, and whereas the Borough of Mountainside desires to apply for a grant for local aid funds for improvements of municipal roads, and whereas the borough engineer will prepare the application for the grant for local aid for sections of roadways known as Mountainside Library Parking Lot, Watchung Plaza, Birch Hill Road, and Rolling Rock Road. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside formally approve the grant application for the above stated project. Be it further resolved that the mayor and clerk are hereby authorized to sign the grant agreement on behalf of the Borough of Mountainside, and that their signature constitutes acceptance of the terms and conditions of the grant agreement and approves the execution of the grant agreement. So moved.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, so next we have Resolution 65-2021. Donna, you mind taking that, please?
Sure. Resolution 65-2021, whereas the Borough of Mountainside needs to refund monies to interested parties for overpayment of current tax years. Now therefore be it resolved, the treasurer be authorized to issue the following refund for the following reason. Overpayments due to bank. $3,204.48 to 261 Friar Lane, $2,841.99 to 330 Short Drive, $3,895.82 to 1257 Cedar Avenue, and $2,703.72 to 1267 Virginia Avenue. So moved.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 66-2021. Bob?
Yes, Mayor, this is authorizing us to become part of the Morris County Cooperative Pricing Council, which basically is a purchasing conglomerate that we've been members for many, many years. It's a 5-year re-up of our membership, so moved.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 67-2021. Donna?
Resolution 67-2021, whereas the CFO Jill Good requests the following refund, and now therefore be it resolved that the treasurer be advised to issue the following refund. It's for the Suburban Municipal JIF for workman's comp claim for the amount of $568.11. So moved.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 68-2021. Renee?
Yes. Alpine at Mountainside has provided a performance guarantee for a site plan and improvements. All site improvements have been completed and approved, and our borough engineer, Mike Disco, has recommended the performance guarantee should be fully released. So be it resolved by the treasurer to hereby authorize to release and terminate the performance guarantee. So moved.
Got a motion, we got a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 69-2021. Rachel?
Yes, 69-2021, whereas there exists a vacancy in the position of a part-time senior citizen handyman, the Borough Administrator has recommended that the Borough Council take action to hire Casey Olahan to fill this position, and we're recommending an hourly rate of $20 per hour, effective June 4th, 2021. So moved.
Motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 70-2021. Donna?
Resolution 70-2021, whereas there exists a vacancy in the position for a part-time fire prevention official. Borough Administrator Glenn Mortimer has recommended that the borough take action to hire Patrick Rinaldi to fill this position. Now therefore be it resolved, Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside, that Patrick Rinaldi be appointed as a part-time fire prevention official at the rate of $40 per hour, not to exceed 6 hours a week, effective June 16th, 2021. So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 71-2021. Renee?
Yes. The Division of Local Governments may approve the insertion of any special item of revenue in the budget of any county or municipality when such item has been made available by law. The Borough of Mountainside hereby requests to approve the insertion of item of revenue for 2021, and that is for an infrastructure municipal aid grant program of $40,000 and a Clean Communities grant of $15,382.56.
So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 72-2021. Bob, you want to take that, please?
Yeah, Mayor. This is basically a renewal of application for retail liquor sales or liquor to-go sales. All the liquor licenses have been checked out and approved. So moved to have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 liquor license pre-approved and renewed. So moved.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Second? We have a
Yep.
second. Poll the
Yes.
council.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 73-2021. Steve?
Yes, Resolution 73-2021, whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside, County of Union, awarded a contract on March 16, 2021 to Topline Construction Corp. for resurfacing of Long Meadow and Beechwood Court in the amount of $254,050.62. And whereas the borough engineer has submitted a change order, number 1, in the amount of $50,762.33. And whereas as a result of the change order, the contract will be amended to $304,812.95. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the change order for the increase in the contract is authorized according to change order number 1. Presented and revised contract amount is $304,812.95. So moved. Second.
Second.
We have a motion. We have 2 seconds. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 74-2021. Bob, you want to take that, please?
Yes, Mayor. This is a resolution giving an increase of 2.5% to borough non-union employees for the year of 2021, retroactive to January 1st, 2021. So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 75-2021. Bob, that's also yours.
Yes, this resolution authorizing the appropriate borough officials to sign a contract for the purchase of lots 15.01 and 15.03 in Block 14, commonly known as 90 New Providence Road and 903 Mountain Avenue respectively, in the borough of Mountainside. Whereas Don Don Realty, the owner, owns real property located in lots 15.01 and 15.03 in Block 14, commonly known as 90 New Providence Road and 903 Mountain Avenue in the borough of Mountainside. Whereas the borough of Mountainside intends to purchase property along with Beautiful Mountainside, a nonprofit corporation formed by Mountainside residents that is assisting the governing body in acquiring the property for the development of park. And where is the borough is permitted to purchase real property, and whereas the borough and Beautiful Mountainside have reached an agreement with the owner whereby they purchased the property from the owner for a sum of $820,000, and whereas the borough, Beautiful Mountainside, and the owner have negotiated terms of the contract of sale, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and the council of the borough of Mountainside that the contract have been negotiated by the borough attorney and the owner's attorney and is hereby approved. The appropriate borough officials be and hereby authorized to sign the aforementioned contract on behalf of the borough. So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Bob, you want to make some comments?
Yeah,
before we-
we're going to make some comments. That this started with a few years ago with an idea from the Beautiful Mountainside Committee to look into keeping the downtown open and preventing unwanted development and green space for all to enjoy, and provide a town for our own downtown that the borough of Mountainside owns. The town went to, with the Beautiful Mountainside Committee, went to the Green Acres grants and got over $300,000 of the $820,000 we're purchasing the property with. So it's really a good deal on the property. We're going to look to get more grants from the Green Acres for executing the park in the public area. So we're going to work diligently on getting all the grants we can to turn this into a beautiful downtown area for the residents of Mountainside to enjoy forever, and taking out of the hands of developers, which would just congest the downtown more and make it a more crowded space than it already is. So.
Just to add to that, we're also going to be using some funds from the sale of the Barnes tract, so the purchase of this property will not affect an increase in taxes one bit. We'll also anticipate getting a grant from the County of Union to also assist us in purchasing this property. Mountainside Beautiful is also committed to raising at least $20,000 in funds to also assist with the purchase of the property. It's a real community effort, and I think that it'll be great enhancement to the downtown. I don't think we've had a real enhancement down there for a number of years. Poll the council, please.
Councilman Zierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Mattajak?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
No.
Councilwoman Pater?
No.
Okay, next we have resolution, we did the next resolution already, 76-2021. Resolution 77-2021 is going to be tabled, and we'll have further discussion about that at the next work session. Next, we have first reading, an introduction of ordinance 1297-2021. Bob, you on that committee, so you want to take that, please?
Sure. So Mayor, basically, this is an ordinance prohibiting any type of cannabis sales, businesses within the boundaries of the borough of Mountainside. The state gave the towns an option to approve the sale of different, whether retail sale, wholesale sale, growing, or distribution of marijuana. There's, I think, 7 different categories, John? 6 different categories. There's not a lot of clear guidance on how this is going to go down, and because of that, there is a slight tax that could be collected, but at this point in time, we thought the tax was not a benefit to the town, or not, the unknown is not a benefit to the town for taking a risk on this. So we could always opt to go back into this program if we decided it was something we wanted to look at. but we decided that it was best to opt out of this program at this point in time until there's more information on it and more guidance from the state. So moved.
Okay, so we got a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Manager?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Next, we have bills and claims.
Okay, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amount stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 15th day of June 2021. The same be paid after council's review if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same, and that is in the amount of $521,312.70.
We have a motion to pay the bills. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Manager?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Okay, at this point, we have any council comments?
Yes, I have two. Juneteenth is coming up, and that is this Saturday, June 19th. And for those of you who don't know what that is all about, it was almost 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation on June 19th, 1865, that Union General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and declared that all enslaved people were free, thus finally ending slavery in the United States. Now, the United States has a beautiful history, but there is a part of our history that is absolutely horrible, slavery and segregation being one of them. So Juneteenth, or June 19th, being a day that celebrates the end of slavery, I think is a day to reflect on and should be celebrated. The second item I want to just bring up is regarding what's opened now that COVID is come to an end, or almost come to an end. The Mountainside Community Pool will be open on June 19th through Labor Day with the regular summer hours. Swim team and swim lessons will begin on June 21st. Registration is currently open for all members. If you are interested in currently membership, please contact the Recreation Department. The Mountainside Recreation will be offering its modified summer playground, which will begin on June 21st. Pick your weeks that you would like to sign up for with the option of full or half day of camp. The camp includes STEAM activities, sports, arts and crafts, special days like Olympics or Carnival days, and much more. Mountainside Recreation will be also offering weekly sports camps, including basketball, flag football, soccer, tennis, and multi-sports, as well as clinics this summer. These camps and clinics range from age 2 to 14 years of age. Come out and have fun and learn something new this summer. And finally, the New Jersey State Boat Safety Course will be offered through the Mountainside Recreation Department on June 27th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Must be 15 years of age or older to take this course and receive the New Jersey mandatory boating certificate.
Thank you. Anyone else have any council comments?
We do.
Sure.
From the Mountainside Restoration Committee, the Levi Corey Village Shop will be open Friday, June 25th, and Saturday, June 26th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you are available to stop by, please do notice their new sign, which says Levi Corey House, which is located on the front porch. It's a very attractive addition to the home. For information on estate sales, or if you'd like to donate a car, please visit the MRC website. That's mountainsidehistory.org, or you may call 908-789-9420. And finally, some fall announcements. The Mum Plant Sale will be held September 16th and 17th. The Hetfield House Lawn/Garage Sale will be held September 17th and 18th. And 4 Centuries in a Weekend is back on this year. The open house will be October 16th and 17th. And I will have those hours forthcoming probably in August to share with you all. Thank you.
I just have some comments for the library. The Friends of the Library had a successful book sale this past weekend, And this will be virtual on Tuesday, July 13th at 7 PM, a virtual walk on the New York High Line from the Friends of the Library. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. Anyone else?
Can I say, the boating class, is that for Mountainside residents only? Or-
No, outside residents.
And that's a whole day, it's 9 to 5, is that what?
Yeah, 5 straight through.
Okay. Do they contact Mountainside Rec for that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments? One comment, we are having fireworks this year, July 4th. I'm sure it'll be a fine celebration. We will have, as in the past years, we'll have a DJ. We also will be giving out ice cream. So it should be a good night for Mountainside. We didn't have any fireworks last year, so I encourage and invite everyone to come down to the Deerfield Fields and the Our Lady of Lourdes fields and parking lots to enjoy the fireworks on July 4th. Okay, at this time, we have any audience participation as I scour the room for an audience? I guess there is none, so.
No.
Oh, you lost so much weight, I didn't see you coming up.
Jay Bryan, 1036 Summit Lane. Just want to come up and say it's really great to see everybody in person, and great job with all of the Zoom meetings, the YouTube meetings. It's been fun to watch along, but it is much nicer to be back in person.
Thank you, JD. Okay, we're not going to have any exec tonight, so at this point, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do you have a second? Okay, meeting so adjourned.